one type of proof we have done earlier, in which it is the form of root n. Okay, the form of root n is an irrational number, root 2, root 3, root 2, root 3. This type of one already we have done. Next, one more type of proof is there, like this: 6 plus root 2, 6 plus 2 root 3, 6 minus 2 root 3, a plus root b, a minus root b, like that. In this same format will be like a plus or minus root b. In this form, if it is given to prove irrational number, the second type of proof. First type of proof is root n type, and second type is this. Okay, now here I am taking, this is simple proof, it's very easy. 6 plus root 2 is an irrational number. Again we go for the contradiction. We'll start again by contradiction. A possible, yeah, on contrary, like this also we can write a possible, or we can write on contrary. On contrary, let 6 plus root 2 is a rational number. Okay, and if we consider this 6 plus root 2 is a rational number, then again, if a rational number, then it can write in the form of p by q, right? So we can write this number in the form of p by q. So write down. Okay, therefore we can write 6 plus root 2 is equal to p by q, where p and q must be integer, where p, q are integers and q is not equal to 0, and also you can suppose HCF of PQ is equal to 1. Okay, so this is the first step to write previous proof also and this proof. Okay, this, whenever we take a rational number, it can be written in the form of p by q, and when it in the form of p by q, so p and q must be integer and q should not be 0 because denominator cannot be 0, and always we take the fraction is simplest, so HCF of PQ is 1. Okay, now after this step is quite easy. Simply simplify this and find the value of root 2 in terms of p and q. So what we have to do? We have to transpose the 6 right side. So you will get root 2 is equal to p by q minus 6. Okay, so again root 2 equal to, if we take LCM, this is q, p minus 6q. Okay, p minus 6q by q. Now you will find here is root 2, and you know root 2 is an irrational number. We proved in previous cases. Root 2 is an irrational number. Root 2 is an irrational number. P integer, q integer, 6 integer. So p, this is one integer, this is one integer. The integer minus integer is integer, or integer divided by integer also integer, because division is your commutative, division is your closure property. Division, subtraction, multiplication, addition, all are closure under integers. So p, q, 6, q and q, all these are integers. Okay, so integer by integer, and when we take integer by integer, then that must be a rational number. So here we can write in short like this: numerator is integer and denominator is also integer. Is it? So it implies root 2 is equal to integer by integer. So integer by integer is a form of rational number. So it implies root 2 is a rational number. Root 2 is a rational number. But we know that root 2 is not a rational number. Root 2 is an irrational number. But it contradicts the fact that root 2 is an irrational number. Root 2 is a rational number. We have proved here by taking integer by integer. Since root 2 is equal to integer by integer, so by here we conclude root 2 is a rational number. but we know root 2 is an irrational number, so it contradicts the fact that root 2 is an irrational number. Again, this contradiction arises why? Due to our wrong assumption. So this contradiction arises due to our wrong assumption. What was our assumption? Our assumption was, we see once again, what was our assumption? We assumed that 6 plus root 2 is a rational number. This was our assumption. And here we got our assumption was wrong assumption. So we have taken it a rational, that was wrong, hence it must be irrational. Hence 6 plus root 2 is an irrational number. Proved. I hope you got it. It's very easy, simple to understand. First part is little lengthy, but second part is quite easier. If you do once or twice and similar type of questions, you will get better understanding and hope you can do well. Okay, thank you. Here we are going to take a concept, a rational number in decimal form. We know already in class 9, rational number, when we divide numerator by denominator, then we'll get the two type of decimal form. One is your terminating decimal, other is non-terminating and recurring decimal. Okay, now without division, how can we conclude whether the given fractional or given rational number will be terminate or it will be recurring number? To decide this, we have a rule or property. So I'm writing this property now. Now pay attention. We have to decide whether this rational number is p by q. So this rational number will be terminating decimal or non-terminating recurring decimal. So to decide this, we not required always to divide. We can go by some properties. What are the property that we'll study or discuss here? Let p by q be a rational number such that the prime factorization of q is of the form 2 to the power n into 5 to the power m, where n and m are non-negative integers. Then p by q rational number will be a terminating decimal, otherwise non-terminating, non-terminating and recurring decimal. Otherwise non-terminating recurring decimal. Is it? For example, if I am taking 5 by 2, you will get 2 2s are 4 and 2 5s are 10, 2.5. This is terminating decimal. TD, terminating decimal. Why? The denominator is only 2. If you divide, you will get 2.5. Without actual division, without actual value, also we can say this will terminate because denominator is only 2. If we take another example, suppose 3 by 2 cube into 5 2. Here this will give you whatever the fraction it is, but denominator is in the form of 2 to the power 3 into 5 to the power 2. Means denominator of this fraction or rational number is only in the form of factor of 2 and factor of 5. So this also is your terminating decimal. So any number, if you check whether it is terminating fraction or terminating rational number or not, only you have to factorize the denominator. If denominator, you will get the decimal, only the factor of 2 and 5, then it is terminating, and any number comes other than 2 and 5, including 2 and 5 also, then also it is your non-terminating recurring decimal. Like 10 by 3, you know, if we divide it, it will 3 3s are 9 plus 1 10, 3.3333, so 3.3 bar. Is it? Why it is non-terminating and non-terminating and recurring? Because denominator is 3 other than 2 and 5. So this is non-terminating and repeating decimal. Okay, any number like suppose 3 by 2 square into 5 power 2 into 7. Here we have the denominator 2, 5, both are present, but there is just 7 alone, other than this 2 is present. So this also is non-terminating and repeating and non-terminating decimals. Okay, so this is the last concept we have of this chapter to understand. Very good. And now with the help of all this, you can do the sums and exercise very easy. Okay, thank you.